Good morning, everybody. My name is Dulcie Batt. Welcome to the 8th and last free pregnancy yoga class as part of my collaboration with Better Together Dorset. I would like to, first of all, to start with a huge thank you to Kate Cadbury for setting up Better Together Dorset and this incredible network of amazing wellness and fitness instructors offering all kinds of delights every week. Now, today's class and all the classes this week, we're asking for donations from your wonderful selves to Dorset Mind to support mental health in the community. With the current pandemic, we know that there is a real resource issue in terms of managing the stress and anxiety in the community, and the mental health services are under pressure. So any donations towards Dorset Mind on behalf and with thanks for Better Together Dorset would be really warmly welcome. So I've popped the link in the title for today's class. And welcome to Pregnancy Yoga Love Bubble Pregnancy Yoga. Now, first, hugest congratulations on your pregnancy. What a wonderful time. And acknowledgement of the fact that you are growing your own really quite glorious love bubble. Now, there is such a key hormone as well throughout your pregnancy, and good morning, lovely Kate, throughout your pregnancy, and it's so vital in the labour room, which is oxytocin, and that is called the love hormone, the hormone of love. You produce it when you have just amazing feelings of love, and there are so many things we can do to help the production of that hormone to ease your experience of pregnancy and your experience of labour and have a really glorious birth. So there is much mental preparation, of course, for birth, but birthing happens with the body. And so what we're doing today is stepping into this heart space and exploring how we can help ease our journey by coming from the place of the heart and the soul. So my name is Dulcie Batt. I'm a mother of 4. I am a pregnancy yoga teacher. Thank heavens for that, as I'm teaching this class. I'm a birthing hypnotherapist. I'm a life coach, and I also teach the wonderful Koya. Now, many women find yoga when they're pregnant, and they've never done yoga before. Now, why is that? It is because, of course, women have the most incredible intuition, and their bodies are telling them exactly what they need. And yoga is an amazing way for them to get soulful connection, incredible exercise, learn breathing techniques to help them through pregnancy and into labour, and to connect with other like-minded mamas. So live classes like this means I'm not there to keep an eye on you. I can't adjust you gently. So listen to your body, trust that intuition, tune in to the words I'm saying, but listen to your body as a priority. For any women who are 15 weeks or more pregnant, this class is perfect for you right up until full term. And for anybody who has SPD, you will know that, you will have been told that by your midwife. Just keep your legs hip distance apart and no standing on one leg, but I will try to remember to cue that. So maybe we just begin with a gentle meditation just to get into this heart space. So find yourself a comfortable spot. What I recommend is that you sit on either a comfy zafu, a meditation cushion, or a block or a book with a pillow over the top, so that your hips are higher than your knees. And just take a deep breath and maybe gently close your eyes and connect in with this moment, letting all the stresses and strains of whatever else Monday morning might have brought you just ebb away and come to right here, right now. So breathe in through your nose and sit a little taller. Exhale and feel that exhalation really grounding you all the way down through your midline and down into the earth below. So feeling taller and lifted on the inhale, and really grounded and held on the exhale. And what we'll begin to practice in this meditation is our birth breathing. So it's just a deep breath in through the nose. And on the exhale, you just control the breath through the back of the throat, making a sound, as though you're fogging up a pair of sunglasses ready to clean them. So deep diaphragmatic breaths like that. Just go as slow and as deep as feels good for you to go. Maybe get a sense on the inhale as though you're breathing in love. On the exhale, as though you're breathing out any fear, any anxiety, just letting it go. On the inhale, maybe feeling your heart space expand even more. On the exhale, just releasing, letting go, feeling lighter and more grounded. Maybe imagine that your heart, as it expands on the inhale, is sending out love bombs, radiating all over your body. Moving like rays of light up into the space in your head, all over the top of your scalp, spiraling down through your face, coming to relax your eyes, sending love all around your jaw, relaxing your jaw, knowing that your jaw is so linked to your pelvis. So as you relax in the jaw, your pelvis relaxes too. Noticing the depth of your breath, feeling that love radiating out then across your shoulders, down your arms into your finger space, back up to your neck, all around your torso, around and down into your belly where your baby lies, down into your pelvis, extending those love beams all the way down your legs, around your knees and your calves, into your ankles, and coming out of the tips of your toes. So having breathed love all around your body. Maybe from this space, just get a sense of what you can hear in the room around you. My voice, maybe some gentle music. Any other sounds, just tune in with gentle awareness. And then maybe extend that field of awareness to just outside of the space you're in. Knowing that everything you're hearing means you are here, right now, awake and aware, with a heart full of love. So one more deep inhale. Exhale. Now maybe place one hand on your baby, one hand on your heart, and imagine drawing a line between the two. So love, a loving line, heart to baby, baby to heart. This strong, superb connection that is growing now and will grow forevermore. So connecting with your baby, like you just sent love all over your body. Just connecting with your baby and let them know how much you love them. This huge capacity for love that you have, connecting in with the dear little hearts in their bodies, which have such huge capacity too. One more deep breath to deepen this connection. And then let's get moving. So we're going to just begin by rolling our shoulders, waking up our maybe slightly stressed shoulders. We carry such a lot of tension here. Let's just roll them out. And then maybe make these circles a little bigger. So hands on shoulders, bringing the elbows in. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Oh, feeling that release. Now, Maybe just gently tilt your head over to one side, hold on to the top of the head, pull the opposite shoulder away, inhale, lengthen, exhale, just extend that stretch. Inhale, lengthen a little more. Exhale, extend that stretch and release any tension in the shoulder and the neck. On the next inhale, coming back up to center, and let's just do the same on the other side. So gently lowering right ear to right shoulder, holding on to just placing your hand gently on the top of your head. Inhale, place the other hand on the left shoulder and just get that opposing tension. Inhale, exhale, soften and release. One more time. Okay, so roll those shoulders. I'm going to come back on the mat so you can actually properly see what I'm doing. Now, let's make sure that we are sitting in easy pose for this next bit. So easy pose is like cross-legged, but you have one foot in front of the other. So let's sit here like this, and we will begin with some arm lifts. So extend your fingertips out, really move them up slowly until they meet in the middle. And then exhale, as though you're moving them through treacle. Really extend your arms out, extend right down to the end of your fingertips. Sending love all the way through to the end of your fingertips as you inhale up. Growing taller, exhale down through your root chakra, connecting with the ground. On this next inhale, we're going to inhale, arms up. And we're going to twist to the left. So exhale down, keeping your belly soft and facing forward, just twisting the top of the body to the left. Inhale, arms up. And let's just twist to the other side. Exhale down and twist, remembering to keep those fingers activated, belly soft and forward. A lovely gentle twist just for the top of the back. Let's do the same on the other side. Exhale down, deep diaphragmatic breathing with every move. And this deep breathing is what triggers the release of oxytocin in the body. And that is the love hormone that we spoke about at the beginning. Hands down in prayer at your center. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Stretching up as high as you can. Exhale down to the center. So each time you practice this deep diaphragmatic breathing, you are triggering the parasympathetic nervous system, you're releasing feel-good hormones, you are prepping yourself beautifully for birth and for a relaxed and enjoyable pregnancy. This time inhaling, arms up, and we'll bring our arms down in goddess pose. Inhale, arms together and up, opening down in goddess. One more time. Bringing your hands back together in prayer. Right, so from here we're going to start with a pelvic floor exercise. Now, if you just locate the muscles in your pelvic floor, so take a moment to center yourself, locate those muscles, give them a squeeze, and release. So as you squeeze, imagine that's giving your baby a delicious little hug. So what we're going to do is something called the hugometer. I've just decided that this is what it's called. So we're going to do a 3-layer hug. So first of all, just breathing in on the inhale, hug and squeeze is a feeling of lifting up and in with those pelvic floor muscles. On the exhale, release. Deep diaphragmatic breathing again. Inhale. Locate, hug that baby. Exhale, release. Right, now we move into this hugometer where it's a 3-layer process. So number 1, we've got a mini hug, I would say. Number 2, a warm hug. Number 3, it's a glorious hug. And what we're doing is inhaling, hugging the baby to level 1, this mini hug. We're going to exhale here, but keep this hug going. Then we're inhaling again, so that we're now giving that baby a really warm hug. And as you exhale, just release and your breath, but keep the hug warm and delicious as it is. So inhaling again, Now this is the most glorious hug for your baby. And now we release, relax, let go, blossom, bloom, open, soften. Let the pelvic floor just release and relax. So we'll do that one more time. So firstly, little mini hug up to level 1 on the inhale. Exhale, but keep that hug going. Inhale up to a warm hug. Exhale, but keep that hug warm. Inhale up to a glorious hug. With those pelvic floor muscles, then a big squeeze. And now release on the exhale, just release those muscles all the way down. If you can do this practice 2 to 3 minutes a day when you're making a cup of tea, it's a really great one. And visualizing hugging that baby gets those love hormones going as well. Okay, so we're going to have your feet in butterfly pose. So this is a really great hip opener. Just placing the soles of your feet together. Tuck your tailbone under slightly and just feel the stretch in your hips. It's a really lovely hip opener. Find where feels best for you in terms of placement of your feet. And once you've found the place that feels really good, you'll know it. Maybe just gently rock from side to side. Just very gentle rocking motion, nice and soothing for you and your baby. And also let's do some circles. So we'll inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. And going back around the other way, inhaling forward, exhale back. Great practice to open these hips for birth. Just gently nudging them in the direction that they need to go in. Okay, so back to center, maybe just another little bounce here, and then lifting your knees up and into the center. We're going to come into kneeling pose. So this is called rock pose, or the reason being you can digest rocks in this pose. It's so good for opening up the front of your chest. I suggest taking a pillow maybe, or a block, and just sitting your bottom back on it so you're comfortable. It's super, super good for digestion. So just have your tailbone tucked under very slightly, shoulders nice and straight. Fabulous for digestion. So if any of you do have indigestion, sitting like this after a meal or even eating your meal like this is wonderful. So it's just roll your shoulders here. Inhale up, exhale back. Maybe just extend your knees slightly to accommodate your bump. Okay, so we're going to inhale your arms up to the sky here. Feel tall, feel how much space you make on top of your bump. Lovely to feel counter effort to all that compression caused by the growing bump. Exhale those arms down. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, arms down. And then we'll come into eagle arms. So you just place your left hand in front of you, your right hand over the top. You're going to squeeze your hands together in a loving hug so that you have your palms facing your face together in prayer pose. And on the inhale, just gently extend your arms away from you. This is a wonderful stretch for the mid and upper back. Exhale, arms back down to center on top of your bump. Inhale, gently pushing those elbows away from you. Exhale, back down. One more time here. And then just shake out those shoulders, shake out those hands. And we'll do the same but the other way. So we're going to place your right hand in front of you, left hand on top, coming underneath, putting your hands together in prayer and bringing your hands together in prayer towards your face. As you inhale, just gently nudging your elbows away from you. Exhale, gently lower the elbows. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale, back down. One more time here. Lovely shoulder and upper back stretch. Okay, let's shake out those shoulders. So from here we'll come into what I call heroine pose, and this is a foot strengthening pose whilst in this lovely kneeling position. You'll start to feel a gentle burning on the back of your feet. It's a great foot strengthening pose, and we do it for 1 minute, mirroring a contraction. So a contraction or surge, if you prefer to call it that, that is also another important point when we're building the love hormones through labour, is to get the terminology right. So if the word contraction sparks fear in you, use the word surge, which is closer to the truth. So a contraction typically will rise, it will peak, and it will fall, and lasts around a minute. So we're going to mirror a contraction by tucking your toes underneath, sitting back down on your onto your heels, maybe having your hands in prayer. I'll time a minute from now. We're just going to inhale, making as much space as we can. This time we're doing golden thread exhale, so we are circling the breath out of the mouth on the exhale with super soft lips. The reason we do this is because it easily elongates our exhale to about twice the length of the inhale. Inhaling, sitting taller. Exhale that golden thread breath, as though golden thread is literally escaping from your mouth on the breath, and it is spiraling away from you, gently spiraling, gently spiraling. So the contraction has peaked already. Inhale deeply as you can. Exhale, soft lips, golden thread breath. And there we go, that's your minute. Now leaning forward, pad your feet out on the floor. The idea with that move is that you can prove to yourself you can be with really big sensations, and it's 3 deep, wonderful breaths to get you through a strong contraction like that. Your uterus feeds on oxygen, so the deeper you can breathe, the more effectively those muscles work. The more you release this oxytocin hormone, the more relaxed you feel, the better your muscles can work. It's a positive feedback loop. So let's keep this love bubble going. Okay, we're going to come onto all fours. Have your hands shoulder width. Have your knees hip width, maybe a little wider. Just feel comfortable. Make sure you don't overarch your lumbar spine. Be aware of the love bubble, pregnancy tummy pulling downwards, and just counteract that slightly so you have a lovely straight back. Now we're going to begin with cat-cows here. So as you inhale, just tuck your tailbone underneath, tuck your chin into your chest, and push and arch your back up to the ceiling. On the exhale, just reverse that, and I'm making an S with your spine. Being careful again not to overarch that lumbar spine. Inhaling up, exhaling down, enjoying this full back massage. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Deep diaphragmatic breath again here. We're going to move into circles. So what we're doing is circling around your hips. You can be as wide and expansive as you like in this. The idea is to match it with your breathing. So you inhale coming forward, exhale coming back. It's a lovely way to get deep into the hips. And circles are so good for loosening tension. And consider as you move that absolutely nothing in the body is a straight line. And I learnt the other day that the word inspired actually means to be in spiral. So in spiral with the earth and with universal consciousness. So movements that use circling really stabilize and strengthen the body. Let's go back around the other way. So inhaling as you come forward, deep breath out on the way back. So moving in this way creates a deeper practice that goes far beyond the muscles and works into the connective tissues, into the fascias, into the bones. the cartilage, the tendons. Okay, we're going to move from circles now into a figure of 8, leading with the head. Just circle your head around and draw a figure of 8 on your mat. Let the body show you what to do, dropping into this place of trusting your body and how she wants you to move. You don't need to think about it. It's just a question of letting your body get on with it. And then without any conscious effort, just reverse that process and go back around the other way. So this is really great because it has got a hypnotic effect. It's a wonderful way to get into your birthing zone. And combining this with golden thread breath or just the deep diaphragmatic breathing is a wonderful way to keep that love hormone flowing beautifully through your labour. Okay, now back to centre. Some of my girls recently have been troubled by sciatica, so I wanted to bring some sciatica prevention movements into class. So sciatica is lower back to buttock pain, and it's caused by compression of the sciatic nerve, which runs from hip to feet. Now, from all fours, let's have your hands just very slightly in front of your shoulder blades now to take the pressure off the wrists. You're just going to lift up. Let's use our left knee. Lift up your left knee. So you've got a 3-point balance with your hands and your right knee. And just do some circles about the size of an orange. So circling outwards, circling anti-clockwise. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Now this is proven to be a really great way to help prevent sciatica. So we'll do it for 3 deep breaths here. Inhaling. And on the last exhale, let's use a golden thread breath. Okay, so place that knee back down again. Now for all those of you with sciatica, this is a great way to relieve it. So from all 4, you just extend one leg out behind you with the weight of the foot on the floor, and then just shake that leg from hip to toe, breathing as you do. 3 deep breaths here. Now, if you have sciatica, keep doing this for 2 to 3 minutes on your own at home, and focus on the side where the pain is, okay? We're going to move into Super Mama pose, so I'm just tucking my back toe under. This is a lovely calf stretch. You can really press into that heel, push that heel away from you. If you wish to extend the stretch, bring up your right hand, the opposite hand, into a 30-degree angle and feel your strength here. Let's do a couple of breaths here. And lowering your hand down to the floor, what we're going to do is just hinge here. So I'm just sliding the knee that is bent to the back, moving my left arm up and over, and coming into this lovely rainbow pose. So here, this is a wonderful opener for your side body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, just soften into the stretch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. And what we can do here is come up into a side bend the other way. So you just tuck your bottom out, fold forward, walk your hand up the bent leg, inhale up, and exhale into a side bend. Inhale that arm up and come back down into rainbow pose again. Up and over. Exhale, coming forward. Inhale, lifting this right arm up. Exhale over into side bend. One more time. Inhale up. Over into rainbow. And then from here, tucking your tail underneath, We're going to bring your hands in front of you, right hand in line with the right knee. And then we're stacking your right arm all the way up to the ceiling, painting a line, fingertip to fingertip. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, keep gazing skywards. Inhale, reach up. On the next exhale, turn your hand behind you, bring it down and catch the top of your right thigh. So you're having a lovely gentle twist to the side. All this sequence is really great for any round ligament pain, that stretchy feeling across the base of your belly. So it provides really good relief for that. One more deep inhale here. And exhale. Come back down to all fours. And we're going to do the same but on the other side. So let's come into all fours the other way. And we're this time going to circle the right knee. So lifting up your right knee, and we're circling this time clockwise, so it's always forward and out. So this again is great for preventing sciatica. So do the circles around the size of an orange. 3 deep breaths here, but if you're doing it from home, do for longer, as long as it feels good. Okay, and then you extend the leg out to the back into a super mama. Sorry, not into super mama, I'm going mad, I'm jumping the gun. I'm going to extend that leg out behind you, place the top of the foot on the floor, and this is sciatica relief. So from here you're just shaking this leg from the buttock all the way down to the toe. Shaking all the way, getting lovely relief. Okay, now we move into super mama. So tucking that toe underneath, pushing that heel away. Enjoy that lovely calf stretch. If you wish to extend the stretch, lift up your left hand, 30-degree angle, inhale. Exhale and extend, heel and fingertip away. Inhale. Exhale. And now we are going to hinge again. So I'm hinging my kneeling leg around to the side and coming up and over into rainbow. As you exhale, just soften into this stretch. Inhale, extend those fingertips. You can even take your gaze up underneath your arm if you wish to extend the stretch even further. And then on the next inhale, folding forward, walking your hand up your bent knee and coming into a side bend. And then flowing back into rainbow, up and over. On the inhale, exhale, soften into this stretch. Exhale, folding forward. Walking up the supporting knee, inhale, arm up and over. One more time, inhale all the way over. Exhale, fold forward. Up on the supporting leg. And really feel that lovely stretch all in your side body. And then over again into rainbow. And from here we fold forward. We're going to have our hands in front of us, left hand in line with the left knee, and we're stacking our hands all the way up to the ceiling. Extend those fingertips, take your gaze with your fingertips. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale through the grounding knee. One more deep exhale here. On the next inhale, twist your hand behind you, bring it down and just catch the top of the left leg. Inhale into that twist. Feel your heart expanding with more love in this moment. 2 more breaths here. And then folding forward. What I'd love you to do now is just come into child's pose. So knees slightly wider than your feet, than your hips, and bring your forehead down to the floor. Get that lovely stretch all the way up through your back. If that's too strong for you, you can have your hands into fists and just rest your forehead down on the fists. Maybe massaging your forehead either on your fists or just forward and back along the floor here. And take a deep inhale, and with a big sigh, just let go. So totally relaxed in this moment. Practicing our ability to relax on demand. Okay, then pushing yourself up onto all fours. We're going to come up to our feet now, so up to our feet safely. So tucking your toes underneath, pushing up into your heels and walking your hands together up to your feet. So we're back on the circles. We're going to stand with our feet really rooted in the ground. Slight bend in the knees, so standing in Tadasana in mountain pose. And then from here we're just going to start circling the hips. So inhaling forward, exhaling back, loosening these hip joints up, giving them a lovely stretch. And then back around the other way. Moving with your breath all the time. And now we're going to move into some semi-squats. So having your feet hip distance apart, feet pointed out very gently. We're just going to squat gently down to the center and get these arms activated as we go. So inhale down, exhale the other way. Squatting, careful, mild squatting certainly towards the end of your labour, but deeper squatting at the beginning is a wonderful way to practice for birth. By being in the squatting position, you actually open your pelvic cavity by, it can be up to 30%, which eases the baby's root out. Okay, and we can actually take these arms now a little more vigorously, and you can take them all the way over the top. So inhale, exhale deeply, circle those arms over the top. One more time. Okay, so slow those circles down, but then hold your hands, and just like you've got a gorgeous little love bubble in the tummy at the moment, now we're imagining, as we carry on this lovely gentle squatting practice, that you've got a baby in your arms. So inhaling one way, exhale the other. For many of you, it won't be long now before you have this. Okay, so then coming back up to standing, we're going to do carpal tunnel arms. So for any of you who've been struggling with carpal tunnel, which can happen because you've got extra fluid in your body, and the extra plasma can place compression, can cause compression on the carpal tunnel nerve, which runs here. So a great exercise for this is to inhale your hands forward. So in strong fists with the back of your hands facing your body, and then in a real 1980s power grab fashion, you exhale, twist the arms and bring it back the other way. So inhale, twisting the arms so the back of the hands face you. Exhale, back the other way. And again, just imagine you're moving your hands through honey or through treacle. So inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. One more time. Okay, so back up to standing. So let's do a gentle warrior sequence to close our standing. So stand to on the length of your mat, feet hip distance apart. We're going to gently step back your left foot, slightly wider than hip distance apart, and come into a soft lunge on your front leg. So we're going to inhale, arms up to the sky for warrior one. Exhale, bringing them down to prayer. Inhale, we're going to have our hands in Namaste down, which is upside down prayer. Slightly straighten with still a micro bend in both knees, and open your heart up to the ceiling. So inhale here, exhale and open that heart. And then coming again, so up into warrior one with a lunge in the front knee. Exhale, arms in prayer. Inhale, let's place your hands in namaste, down. Straighten that front knee very slightly and open your heart to the sky. Inhale, open, exhale. One more inhale here, and exhale. So we'll do the same the other side. So, stepping back your right foot just past hip width. Inhale, warrior one, arms to the front. Exhale, down in prayer. Hips facing forward. Imagine your hips are like two headlights and they're both in line with the front of the mat. Inhale, hands in namaste, down. Exhale and open your heart. Inhale, open your heart even further. Exhale. Inhale, arms up into warrior one. Exhale, hands in prayer. Inhale, upside down, prayer hands. Straighten that front leg very slightly and just open your heart to the front of the room here. Inhale, open a little further. Exhale and soften. So coming to the front of your mat, we're now going to end the class. So the last thing I wanted to do was a Mothering Lotus mudra. So I'm going to come closer to the camera for this. So with the Mothering Lotus mudra, just sit in a position that's comfortable. Have your hands in prayer at your heart. And you just let yourself go quiet for a moment. Let your eyes follow the hands as they move. So you inhale and open your hands like a book. You exhale and you twist the backs of your hands together and bring your hands up in front of you. On the next inhale, twist the hands into the body, bring them up like a lotus flower growing through the mud, and then bring them back together at your heart space in prayer. So this is like a book of the story of your life, and through all its twists and turns, you can be like you are in the eye of the storm and find your center, your peace and your love. So I hope that you found that useful this morning, just ending with the word namaste, meaning the light and the love in me sees the light and the love in each and every one of you. If you are interested in classes, I'm running them every week. We have a lovely group of pregnant ladies, so you can connect with them. Currently the classes are every Wednesday evening, but I do one-to-ones as well. And you can find me, this is my card. So I trade as Joyful Mama. So joyfulmama.com. You can find all the details you need to there. Any questions, please let me know, or any questions about hypnobirthing or anything else mama related. I would really love to connect with you. Just reminder again about the donations page. We would really appreciate your generosity. And thank you for letting me host this space, Better Together Dorset, to provide the pregnancy yoga service as part of our offering. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Enjoy the sunshine and great to connect. Bye.